Well, I was incarcerated due to my alcoholism, and I had done a lot of time. It would have been a step backwards if I would have went on my own. And so I found another way, which was another halfway house, and I went to Legacy 3, applied for there, and I had remembered them because they came into the institution and visited people and did interviews. But I wasn't one of them, but I remember them coming because I was part of the recovery services in there. And so that name stuck to me. And I was Janet in the institution. So I met them in prison. No. I didn't know any other services because Akron was new to me, and I couldn't go anywhere else. And I had no family in Ohio. I couldn't be deported because I have dual citizenship with Canada, and because of that, they couldn't send me home. Otherwise, if they could, then I would have probably went back to Canada. And I had to find a different way. I had to find 3 places to go to, and I chose the recovery route. This is the only place, they were the first people that accepted me, so this is where I came. That's how I ended up in Akron. Set up a daily routine where I had to find a job, and it helped me be structured and have a daily plan for my life. Getting up, I had to go find a job, but I already had a job when I got there from my first place before I went there. It helped me with getting back on my feet, getting my own apartment, and helped me go to meetings. I had to go there. Well, I don't have to go there, but it would help me structure at least 3 meetings a week, 4, 5 at best. And that way it kind of helped me because I didn't want to go backwards. Some of the accomplishments, I got my driver's license back. I had never lost it. It just like kind of phased out because it expired while I was locked up. And I had made some new friends, not old acquaintances. I never knew anybody here anyways, but the same type of people that I used to hang out with. I didn't go back to them. I met a lot of them when I was incarcerated, but I didn't go back to that way. I stayed away from those kind of people. I went to a lot of meetings. I listened to the program and the rules. I figured if I could live in a compound with 1,800 women and then phase down to 180 and then to 80 and then to 10, 10 women was no big deal for me, or 9 plus me. So it was easy for me because I knew that I knew what I wanted, and I didn't want to go back to the old way, no matter how bad it got. And it didn't get really bad in there, but it's how bad I wanted it. Staff, they were all pretty positive, really supportive. They liked to talk. They encouraged me a lot because I didn't think I could find a job after where I've been. But I kept going back out every day. And from my point of view, I was expecting to have doors slammed in my face and like, get out of here, you know. But it didn't happen like that. I just kept going, putting my resume in, dressing up, and I finally got a job, a good job. It's permanent. I've been there like 5 years in November. So they were really supportive, especially when I got my first permanent job. I came in there and I jumped up and down and said, oh, my job, I got a job. I would, if they're ready and willing, if they really want to change their life, I would. But if they're just there just to use it as a stepping stone for something negative, I wouldn't. I think they're very helpful for people that really want to change their lives. Other than that, if you're just using it for a place to crash and until your next binge or whatever, then it's not a good place because it's not going to be helpful for you if you're using it in the wrong way. It's a lot better than it was, 1,000 times better than it was. I don't have to wake up not knowing where my car is. not knowing where I'm at, not being incarcerated. I don't have to wake up in a jail cell, a hangover. I can be guilt-free. And I don't have to worry about anything because it's great. I mean, I never thought it would be like this ever. I would tell her, if you're ready and you really want to change your life, then you can do it. There's a lot of rules, but that is nothing if you're ready, if you really want it. That's about it. Probably the lowest form of life you could probably ever meet. That's what I thought. And I was offered a job by the CEO. Never expected it. I didn't ask for it. But I guess what I've been doing kind of showed, and I was asked to do the whole process, fill out the application, interview, and have a job. I've been there over a year. I guess I must be doing something right.